Welcome to Natural Born Talents. I'd like to welcome my new subscribers today and apologize for not getting out some of the other videos out fast enough. I'm working on several projects. At the same time, I'm having a little bit trouble with the dark side of the Matrix. They're really giving me a hard time right now. So I'd like to go over some of the projects that I'm working on, which is a book on how to match your aura to someone else who's compatible with you. This book will be about understanding your own aura and understanding other auras that are compatible for yourself as well as your partner. It also includes how to fix issues that can be fixed and how to know when it's time to quit with issues that cannot be fixed. And I'll get to more on that when the book is out. The other thing I have been noticing about the dark side of the Matrix rearing its ugly head, it's beginning to infiltrate pretty much everything. And this is getting very, very frustrating for a lot of people who just want to live their lives as they had planned when they were born into this world. I watch as literally people in front of me who I used to get along with suddenly change into these robotic zombie-like individuals who only say yes to authority and show little compassion to humanity as a whole. It just boggles the mind. They basically just surrender their will to the dark side of the Matrix and allow them to use them any way that they will. And that's very hard to watch. And I've been working with some young people, and I'll occasionally get people say, "You can't teach them that. That doesn't work for us." Kind of attitude from some of the adults. Blows my mind away. Didn't have this 15, 20 years ago. Now, according to my ancestors and some of the other beings out there, this will end one way or another. And those who clear this game will be able to enjoy what is known as the transition. There are many other people who are waking up and putting out their own videos of what their experience. And I've noticed that many of these videos are very similar to what I'm experiencing, but slightly different, as though they were explaining it from their point of view or from their ancestors' point of view, which I find fascinating. One of the things that we all agree upon is that there are people who are still asleep and they want to be asleep. There are people who are waking up, spiritually waking up, whatever you want to call it, and beginning to see the world as it really is, the Matrix as it really works around them. Then you have the ones from darkness who will the Matrix or are running the Matrix. And then you have the sycophants to those people, those who have surrendered their will to the people who are openly consciousness aware that they are part of the dark side of the Matrix. These are the people who are basically have sold out humanity for their own profit. They're the ones that want to be at the top of the Matrix with all the money and privileges that go with it. They want the privileged life. They want to play God over everyone else. And when I look at these people, I've noticed that there's two things. First of all, they're not human, or they once were and have lost their humanity. And second is that these people are really stupid. Yeah, you can have your privileged life. Yeah, you can play God over other people's lives. But in the end, when your soul is done, it doesn't exist anymore. They destroy it. They being the angels, the good ones, the ones that are balancing the good versus evil game in this world at this time. Now, I know a lot of people have become impatient with the Matrix, and this is me included. It is very frustrating to nurture somebody only to have the Matrix come around and destroy that individual simply because they became stronger. Dark side of the Matrix cannot stand love. It cannot stand the good side of humanity, joy, play. And these are all signs that if you see people who don't have this within their psyche or soul, you'll know they're part of the Matrix. They'll be holier than thou, they will talk down to you with condescending remarks, and so on and so forth. But a lot of us who are now spiritually awake are getting really tired of the childish behavior that is coming from the dark side of the Matrix. And I don't have the information that gives the time on when the transition does come, and those people who are playing the dark side of the Matrix are tossed into another reality, the reality of darkness, where they will reside there and have their souls slowly destroyed. Now for me at this time, I'm trying to get some people out, and because of that, I get hit very hard from the dark side of the Matrix. They don't want to let anyone go, and the reason for this is the people of the dark side of the Matrix are in the Inferno. They are from there, and they try to pull everyone in to feed off of their energy so they can feel good, and they try to play God over other people's lives by making up all these ridiculous rules that nobody but them can live by. And those rules, again, are to control people so that it makes it easier for them to feed off of. But like all cults, in the end, it collapses, it dissolves. They're all designed that way. So my recommendation for those who are still struggling within the Matrix and want it to end is do everything you can is disconnect yourself from the Matrix. And of course this is easier said than done, but some of the things you can do is not spend so much time on computers, phones, and the like. Be wary of monetary manipulations in your life, and most of all, be wary of the egotists, the ones that have sold out. And the ones that are considered completely gone will never ever give up their game. They will play it to the end. They don't care. If they destroy another person's life, they don't care. If they blow up the world with atomic energy, they don't care. They would rather see everything destroyed than to see people happy and free. These people are the most psychotic people you could ever possibly imagine. Their spiritual practices are of the most vulgar you can possibly imagine, and even beyond that. The dark forces of the Matrix are very good at creating the opposite of what humanity's really all about. Love, play, joy, freedom, etc. So I want to wish all those who want to leave the Matrix to something better the best of luck. I'll be putting more stuff out as soon as I recover from this latest attack from the dark side of the Matrix. Really getting kind of tired of them. Some of the other projects I'll be putting out later will be around the deities and playing with them. They're really a lot of joy. Don't forget, everyone, there are other dimensions. The Matrix, the dark side of the Matrix particularly, is only one of millions of different games that are played throughout the universe for spiritual growth or struggles. This is just one of the bad ones. You clear this, you're free to explore all the others. The other projects I'll be working about are more personal, more about the aura, more about other spiritual practices that my ancestors and I love to play. Well, that's all I have for this video. I'll get the other videos out when I'm finished this interruption from the Matrix. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I'll try to get to you as quickly as possible. Thanks again for watching. Hope to see you on the next videos.